we always butcher ourselves and hold ourselves accountable for every kind of success as well as failure that surrounds us? That's what we're going to be talking in this video. Welcome back, guys. Now, I've seen a trend, and the trend I've seen happen when people shifted from 2020 to 2021. A lot of the people that I know, a lot of my students, a lot of my mentees came to me and they were not happy with what they achieved in 2020. They were butchering themselves. And maybe this is happening to you right now. So you're looking at your year and you're looking at your growth, and you're a person that really aims high. You really want to keep pushing. But at the same time, what's happening is that you're not getting to a point where you feel like you're satisfied. And this is a key role that you need to address. In any success, in anything you do in your life, there are two main components. And I'm going to talk about them in the beginning so I can highlight them in the rest of the video. One is the art of skill, or the art of hard work or dedication. So that is a single element that you have been working on so hard. But the second main thing that you really need to do, and I really need to remind myself every single day, is the art of satisfaction or gratitude. It is super important that I or you feel the gratitude of what we have achieved and understand that things need time in order for them to achieve. But let's put the time on aside. We need to feel the gratitude. Let me tell you something. One of the things that, let's say, like if you're seeking $1 million and that's your goal and you achieve like $500,000, one of the things that come to your mind is like, I did not achieve my goals, you butcher yourself. But let me tell you something. If you're seeking behind money and you feel bad because you did not get the money, you need to feel the gratitude, because there's a lot of people out there that have billions and millions of dollars or millions and billions of dollars, and they commit suicide. So if you feel that happiness and the success is within money, there are people that have it and then they commit suicide. If you feel that your happiness is within fame and people getting to know you, or social media or followers, then I can tell you there are people that have won the Oscars or even won grand prizes and been on TV shows and hosted one of the top TV shows worldwide, but at the same time, they committed suicide. Now, you kind of ask yourself, is like, if I feel the ultimate goal for me is to sit in a big mansion or on a what do I call it, like in a big condo or something like that has a beach view or whatever, and you feel that this is success, there are people that have it but they don't have the fulfillment. Now, I don't want to keep butchering this, but it is super important that you feel fulfilled on what you have achieved. Now, that's a fine silver line between feeling fulfilled and the desire to keep going for more. There's a very silver lining that is super important that we identify. Now, one of the things that I personally do is I wanted to know exactly how much did I grow in 2020. So at the end of 2021, I sat down on this board and I wrote, like, let's say the financial statement. All right, so my financial position. At the same time, my relationship with my wife. That was like my KPIs, my identification, my knowledge, my growth, my company, my goals. And I set up the goals that I had in the beginning of 2020. And when I saw that the growth will happen here, I felt really good because I can see something tangible. And that is very important, that we identify something tangible that we can look at and then we can always reflect on. Okay, let me tell you one of the things that I've seen a lot of people do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen so you guys get a chance to look at it. So I'm going to share two photos. So this is, all right, let me do this. Okay, so this is the first photo that we have here. So as you can look, behind every seemingly perfect person, there's a mess that you cannot see. So as you can see, this thing looks very, very well made. But this is the actual thing from the back. All right. Now, before I start showing my second photo, what I want to tell you is you need to understand this concept. What we're doing is we're looking at people online, we're looking at people on our social media, and we're like, We're comparing, why do they have this? Why do they have this? Why are they happy with their wife? Why are they happy with their spouse? Why do they have like kids that they look beautiful and I'm not able, or a person is not able to get like a child or whatever. So we always compare ourselves with other people. But we need to understand what we see is exactly what we see over here. What we see is the front end. People polish. We polish. Like we polish everything we put on our phones. We polish our social media. Why do we always compare ourselves with what we see from other people? All right? Now, I want you to compare it with this, like this, okay? And all right. So let's look at it this way. Let's say I'm wearing a suit, I'm wearing a tie, and I look very, very like on the edge, right? Sharp. Maybe for some reason, let's say I'm wearing just like regular jeans in the bottom. So when you look at me, you are perceiving me that I have, let's say, a shirt and a tie, and on the other side you have a suit and you're all suited up. So we're comparing each other. But the thing is, I know from the bottom of my heart that I have jeans in the bottom. You don't know that. So you're looking at me as like, oh, like Muhammad's looking sharp. He has everything fit up. Like, look at his background. All right. He has everything done. But do you know, you don't know what's happening right here. Exactly right here. Maybe the wardrobe is open. Maybe on the floor I have some shoes, right? So you're looking at this. You see that this is very neat. But you don't know what's beside the camera. All right. And we always compare ourselves with the polished things from other people, and that puts us down. So if you want to record something on a YouTube video or you want to record a Facebook video, you start comparing yourself. Like, look at this guy. Look at his editing. Look at what he did. Look at what he's doing. All right. You don't know how many times the person sat behind the camera and kept repeating himself. So in order for me to wrap things up, I want to use an example. And this example is something that you can see over here. It says, don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. I'll let this sink. What we do is we go online, we see social media influencers, we see business owners, and you say, like, I want to build something like Amazon. I want to build this website, and I want to have this funnel, and I want to have people coming in from this way, and I want to have this lead magnet, and I want to have this. It's all step by step, step by step, step by step. It's not something that's going to come up like with a click right now. So in order for me to wrap things up and combine things, it is important to have two factors. One is going to be the art of skill and the ability to apply things. The two is the gratitude. And that's why I personally do gratitude every single morning. And it's simple. I sit back, I ask Alexa to give me like some kind of a meditation music and relaxing music. I close my eyes and I think of the great stuff. Because we are just go from the first second we wake up till the end of the day. We just forget to feel the gratitude of having something. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of people out there that they're blind. There are a lot of people that are deaf. There are a lot of people that don't have the ability of something that we have taken for granted. Having our fingertips that can touch, that can see, that can move our phones that we sit like 3, 4, 5 hours a day on, typing all day. Some people miss those. So it's really important that we feel this gratitude. And we start, number one, feel the gratitude of what we have. Number two is that we don't butcher ourselves and blame ourselves for everything that's happening. And we feel the gratitude of what we achieve by identified our KPIs. And the last thing is that we don't compare ourselves with what we see from the people from the front end, because we know our failures, we know our mistakes, we know the points that we need to improve, and what we're seeing is we're comparing ourselves. We know all our flaws with the polished person in the front, with a polished view. I'm gonna lose, you're gonna lose every single time. I know all my flaws. I have 20 flaws. This person has no flaws in front of me, and I'm comparing myself. And what happens is when I go on social media or when I show myself in front of people, I show no flaws. He has 20. He feels the same way. So nobody's satisfied. So stop butchering yourself. I'm going to stop butchering myself. Feel the gratitude. Don't compare your level 20 You're level 1 with of level 20 people. Take things step by step. Don't feel down. Keep moving forward. Keep grinding, and it will happen. Your growth will happen. It needs time. Give it the time to grow. I'll leave you with that, and would leave you with this small example. A person threw a stone inside a pond, and what happened is that the ripple just kept moving. If you look at the ripple, you cannot stop the ripple. It's all what it needs. It's time for it to calm down. So everything in life needs time to move forward. I'll leave you with that, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful midweek, and see you guys in tomorrow's video.